Do you want to drive around a racecourse this Christmas in your own car through Christmas lights?
Oh, yes.
Of course you do. Now, that is exactly what we did last night over at the iconic Silverstone racetrack. Obviously, one of the biggest racecourses in the UK, if
Believe
not
so,
the
yes.
biggest. Everyone knows who Silverstone is. I don't
Probably
know
the
racing.
most well-known racetrack in the UK.
I think it probably is. If you know a more iconic one, let us know in the comments. But that is exactly what we did last night. We went with our good friends Matt and Kelly, who will put their little socials down below, so be sure to check them out. But I think we shouldn't really talk about it too much right now, but we'll take you along first and get back to you in a moment. So let's go lap the lights. Lego race cars! After the lap, we found all the food and drink and marshmallows, apparently. And speaking of the lap, here it is, part of the lap right here. As you can see, it's like a very fun, happy traffic jam with how everyone moves quite slowly and then that one moved a lot quicker. But as you can see, it's very pretty. Got lights, got fire, got cars. Obviously you've got your food and drink and other options as well. There's an ice rink, Santa and other things. As you can see, do run quite slowly on this one due to the fact that obviously we are keeping it safe. It is a very fun traffic jam. But that car over there is really cool. Like, look at that. It's proper kitted out there. And yeah, don't touch the cars unless you want to end up on their naughty list. You don't want to do that. And of course, there is merchandise with plenty of Silverstone branding. So, got Christmas jumpers, got baby onesies, and other things as well. And we're back. As you can see, we have literally been nowhere. We filmed both these on the same day because we didn't have time to do an intro. So that's why this video is a little bit on the different side. But as you saw there, a little bit of a snippet into what Lap of Lights is like and also the other stuff they've got as well, because it's not all about the lights. They have a Santa experience, which we obviously didn't go and see because we don't have a child to go and see Santa. And also we've seen Santa a couple of times this year already at other events. But I believe that's more of a racing themed Santa experience.
I believe so.
So that'd be quite cool if it is. Definitely one for your young racers. They had their food offerings there. There was obviously retail where you could buy different items. And of course they had an ice rink. Now, fortunately, none of us were on the ice rink this time because they would have had some interesting results. But yeah, we avoided the ice rink this time, but that is available as an extra charge. As you can see, there was various options available for food. Quite a lot of options actually.
There was loads
of options available there. And it was a really cool experience. So yeah, let's talk about the experience itself, because obviously you've seen a bit of it, so now let's hear what we think of it as well. So what did you think of Lap the Lights?
I thought it was quite cool. For what we saw, the radio that they had playing throughout the whole thing, which was a complete chat show, but they were getting people in over the phone that were actually on the track, getting them to talk, encouraging people to beep their horns, flash their lights.
There were so many horns going off at certain points.
I thought I was on the M6 on major traffic with all those horns going off. It was great.
I think the only way I could describe it is a fun traffic jam.
Yeah.
Literally, because you're restricted to 5 miles an hour, is it?
It was 5 miles an hour.
So 5 mile an hour with cars, obviously 2 lanes of cars, as you saw, can feel quite slow in places.
It was chaotic. It was good.
It is the most fun traffic jam you will ever see in your life. Yeah. But that doesn't mean it was terrible. Like, you know, traffic jam usually associated as a bad thing. It was good fun. It had quite a good atmosphere to it. You know, people were interacting through the 2 car lanes, even between the cars.
It was very laughy, very jokey.
Very relaxing. The Christmassy music, as Christmassy as some of it, was a bit questionable on the radio. It was a bit interesting, but it was quite a fun, enjoyable one. Even people like on the pit lane where the food and drink was, you know, they were interacting with the cars as they were going past. A couple of cars there completely decked out in Christmassy-ness.
Yeah.
Christmas lights, Christmas decorations.
Someone had literally covered their car in like giant Christmas lights. It was hilarious.
A fairy light Christmas tree. It was really cool.
It was great.
You know, various different scenes that you were driving through with different lights, big, larger-than-life drive-through tunnels. You know, loads of things like that. I noticed they had safety cars as well, guiding each group through. So all the traffic was controlled throughout. So each group would follow a safety car, almost like a real racing track. You know?
Almost.
But it was really quite entertaining, quite good fun. I think my only kind of like criticism to it was there was a lot of like these dead spots between the lights. So you'd have like a big lighting theming setup piece, and then you'd have a bit of not a lot going on. Then you'd find another set piece. Then you'd have a not a lot going on. I feel like what we were expecting was a bit more of a continual light experience.
Yeah, a full on.
Yeah.
But for what we got, I think it was nice.
Yeah, the vibes were nice and the atmosphere was really good. I think there was talk in previous years. I think Matt was saying that in previous years they had like audio that interacted with the lights.
With the radio.
So the lights and the radio were like interlinked. So when you went round, you'd have like interacting, responding lights and stuff. But that wasn't the case on this one. So, but it was really quite fun. I did enjoy the fun radio conversations. There was some really entertaining stuff that they were saying. So I think they were over at the other car park on the way in.
Yes, there was.
So there's like a little car park on the way in, and then there's also obviously the lap, and then after the lap you can park up and go to the food village where the ice skating, Santa, and everyone else is. And over there it's quite good vibes as well, good atmosphere. All the staff as well. The staff were waving as you were driving past.
Oh yes, it was.
You know, lots of waving, light sticks. Really good atmosphere. I just feel like I was hoping for a few more lights to be involved, considering it was the lights. And it also felt like it was over really quickly. So I think the website advertises about an hour or half an hour to an hour, because it's 2 miles, was it, that we saw?
2 miles, yeah.
So it's a 2 mile trek across the track. And I feel like it felt like it was over quite quickly.
It did feel quick.
But it was really quite fun for what it was and really enjoyed it. Obviously, huge thanks to Matt and Kelly for being there with us and for Matt for arranging it. Obviously, Matt driving as well at 5 miles an hour around a racetrack. I think the funniest part was the roads on the racetrack were obviously really nice. And then we got off the racetrack and straight onto
bumps
and potholes. So that was quite fun. I feel like they could really expand on the event. They have a lot of potential to make it bigger, you know, adding more lights across the trail, maybe more characters, more kind of performing people. Because they had a few like staff members on the first kind of point, waving and dancing around. I feel like they could have really utilised that and had a bit more of that around the track as well. So like really bring it into its own a bit more.
I think so, but there are always going to be teething issues with this kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's not. I think how many years has it been going on now? For a couple of years.
Couple.
I think it was happening and COVID got in the way, and it's definitely been a few years. But I think it's got a lot of potential, and what they're doing is great. But I feel like they could really, over the next few years, it could grow into something quite big. But it's really good fun. We enjoyed it.
Yeah, it is.
So that is pretty much all we've got to talk about for this one. There's not really much we can talk about this one. Definitely a different, unique way to enjoy a light trail. From the comfort of your own car, it's warm, it's at your own pace, you know. It's also great because you can actually see things. You're not having like someone standing right in front of you blocking your view.
No.
You know, I think the most you'll get is maybe a bigger car on one side of you. But
if you're unlucky.
But it was really enjoyable and I thought it was quite fun. But I'd love to see where it goes and how it develops in the next few years to really see how they could do more with it. But, you know, the possibilities are endless. You've got a racetrack. Possibilities are absolutely endless on there. But they also do, obviously, track experience days, which are very heavy on the advertising for that one.
Oh, yes.
Lots of different race cars on the sides as we're going in and also in the walking around area.
Really nice.
Heavy promotion of those track day experiences. And on the radio as well, they're talking about it. So if you are interested, you can indeed drive a race car around Silverstone at more than 5 miles an hour. But honestly, it was good fun despite being 5 miles an hour. And yeah. But I think, any other thoughts?
I think that's it, really.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a different way to celebrate Christmas and a must-do if you are a racing fan. You know, if you've loved Silverstone or race cars or any of the other ones, Lando Norris and the other people that I don't know the names of. Like I said, not my area, but I do know that guy's name. That's a winner here. But definitely one of those things if you are a racing fan to go and check out. Just because, you know, it's Silverstone. It's quite iconic.
Oh, yeah.
But we will leave this video here. I've gone on babbling long enough about this one. But let us know, would you do a drive-through light trail? Let us know in the comments. And if you have, tell us what you thought of it. But for now, we will leave you here. Have a Merry Christmas and
Bye-bye.
goodbye.